Hello everyone, Super Smash 77 here. I'm using a new mic today because a lot of people didn't like the old one. So I should sound a little bit different in this video, but at least you can hear me clearly. So today I'll be talking about returning veterans. Ones that I think are going to return, and ones that I think aren't going to return. Now I'm not going to be talking about the obvious ones like Captain Falcon and Ness, so I'm just going to be covering the not so obvious ones. Okay, let's do this. Let's start off with Falco. Uh, I want to say Falco's going to return, but he also could be an alternate costume, in my opinion. If there's a new Star Fox game, I definitely think he's going to return. If there isn't, it's hard to say with Falco because there's really no evidence saying he won't return or any evidence saying he won't just be an alternate costume. But I'm fine with either way. Okay, next is Wolf. Uh, Now, actually, in my opinion, I think Wolf has a better chance than Falco, just because he was a little bit more of a unique character, in my opinion, than Falco was to Fox, because Falco was basically just a clone. Wolf, while he had a lot of similar moves, they were differentiated more than Falco was to Fox, not Wolf. So, I think Wolf has a better chance than Falco. I'm not necessarily saying that they have a very good chance overall, though. Okay, next is Meta Knight. Meta Knight, I definitely think is going to return. It's Sakurai's series. I don't see why he wouldn't. The only thing that I could say why he wouldn't, if Palutena is in the game, Sakurai might feel like he's putting too many of his own characters in the game, so that's why he would want to take Meta Knight out, or even in replacing him with a new Kirby character, but I find that pretty unlikely. And I think Meta Knight would be the symbol that this game is balanced, because if you can balance Meta Knight, the most broken character in Smash history, then this game's balanced. Next is Squirtle and Venusaur, since they're both part of Pokemon Trainer. No, they're not coming back. I don't think they're coming back. I'd be very surprised. I pretty much think Greninja took Squirtle's spot, and Sceptile will be taking Ivysaur's spot, for sure. Maybe, I don't know. Probably, though. Next is Lucas. Lucas, I actually pretty much think he's going to be a alternate costume for Ness, because they're pretty similar. There's not too much difference between them. I'm almost positive he will be, or he won't be returning at all. So, either or. Take that as you may. Next is the Ice Climbers. Ice Climbers, that really doesn't depend on if Sakurai wants them to return or not. I think it depends on if they're actually going to be able to run on the 3DS. If he gets them to run on the 3DS, I think they're definitely going to be in. If he doesn't, then obviously they're not going to be in. Because, if you can't get it to run, not going to be in. Next is Rob. Rob's kind of tricky as well. I think he's going to be in because a lot of people think Wii Fit Trainer is replacing him, but Wii Fit Trainer is a piece of software. Rob was a physical accessory. And that kind of makes him unique in my opinion, and he did have a pretty unique moveset, and I like him as a character, so I'm not sure. I'm going to leave that one as a not sure just because it really could go either way. Next is Snake. So, once again, tricky. He could or could not come back. I mean, there's no Metal Gear games right now on the Wii U or any Nintendo console, so, I mean, I know the creator of Metal Gear said as far as he knows, he's not going to be in the game, but I heard some people say he says stuff like that a lot, but it's not actually true. So, it's unlikely, but not impossible. If he was going to be in the game, it would either be announced at Nintendo Direct or at E3. And last but certainly not least, the one that started it all, Mr. Game & Watch. I definitely think Mr. Game & Watch is going to be back in. It would surprise me if he was not in the game. I mean, he represents one of Nintendo's first video games. He is Mr. Game & Watch. I mean, he's Nintendo's first IP. You can't take him out. You just can't. I would be so disappointed. Now, personally, I don't like playing as Game & Watch, but I love his character, because he's the first. Without him, we wouldn't have all the rest of these characters. Well, excluding Rob, because he's not really a character. So that was my predictions for returning veterans. Like this video, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoy. Look forward to the next one. Goodbye.